Good morning. It is Tuesday and I'm late. I'm so sorry. I'm 2 minutes late. It's 8:17 and I should have been live at 8:15. Sorry, it's been a bit of a manic morning. It's raining outside. I'm also sorry for that. So the first thing I want to say to you is, I know it's raining outside, but you know I like a bit of movement. So please go out and walk in the rain or walk around the house or do some step ups on the bottom step. Anything, just do some movement. Welcome to your Lockdown Live number 21. 21. Where is it going to end, these Lockdown Lives? Well, they're going to go on as long as you need them. Welcome to Home Radio's listeners and viewers if you're watching us on Facebook. Today, I wanted to look at, actually all this week, I wanted to look at children's mental health because it's Children's Mental Health Week this week, ran from yesterday through to Friday. So I wanted to do something focused on the young people in our world because when I look back over the last year, it kind of feels like a little bit that sometimes it feels like children have been dragged along with this pandemic and they haven't really had a say. It doesn't feel like we've stopped a great deal to consider how they might be doing in the middle of this, because us as adults, this is what happens: is us as adults have been managing this and trying to survive this, and it feels like with the kids we're kind of going, come on, just come with me, stop asking questions, just come with me. So I thought it'd be really nice this week to really focus on young people in line with Children's Mental Health Week. Okay, the other thing I want to say to you is, if you have any subjects in particular around young people that you want me to cover, then please message in and please tell me, because I would love, when I do these lives, I love doing things that you ask for because it makes it really powerful. And the thing is, if you're asking for it, then other people are asking for it. You can ask for it anonymously. I will not mention your name, but yeah, give me subjects that mean something to you that you would like me to look into. Today we are going to look at regulation and what regulation is. Some of the other subjects that I kind of had planned were, I wanted to look at self-esteem because that's really important in young people. We could look at anger in young people again, but anger falls into young people. The theme of Children's Mental Health Week this year is express yourself. So I also wanted to dive into that and how we allow our children to express themselves without them tapping into our own stuff. You know what I mean? Our own kind of like unconscious bias, let's say. Okay, but today I want to look really quickly at regulation. What do I mean by regulation? Regulation is the ability for us to be able to regulate our own moods. Quite often as adults, not always, but quite often as adults, we know how to, I don't know, we know how to wake up in a bad mood and then be able to regulate it, and all of the other moods that we have. With children, they don't have that piece of learning. That piece of learning comes from us. They There is an innate kind of understanding there where that they will self-soothe by, I don't know, by playing with their ear or sucking their thumb or playing with their hair, but it's not always there. So quite often, babies and young children look for their learning from us, from adults. So here's the schnizzle, and this is the part that's not gonna land very well. They will learn their ability to self-regulate from us as adults. And I know that's tough because it feels like it's something else that we have to do in the middle of a pandemic. But if we really want our young people to know how to manage their own moods, then they are going to learn it from us. We can teach them. We can teach them directly. And one of the things I really want to talk to you really quickly about is deep breathing. I absolutely wholeheartedly believe in the power of deep breaths, and not just deep breaths in a proactive way when we get angry or when we have some of those moods, but just as I don't know, I want us to wake up in the morning and sit on the edge of the bed and deep breathe and just regulate our system first thing in the morning. Go in the shower and deep breathe and regulate the system. But I want us to teach it to our young people because it's really, really powerful. And if we can stop the energy from getting up, then we can stop some of the anger and the tantrums that we see from our young people. So deep breathing is one of them. When we are having sadder moves, then it's not about deep breathing, or maybe it is. Maybe that's about regulating the body as well. But it's about encouraging them to talk to you about, why did you feel angry? Where did that come from? Or why do you feel sad? Do you know why you feel sad? And asking them those kind of questions. And I'm aware as I'm saying this that takes time, but children need time for us to help them develop. That's what they really need from us as adults. They need that investment. We are teaching them languages, like emotional languages, and we have to invest a little bit there. Here's what I also want to say to you is, and I think I feel like I said this the other day, but I want to say it again because you are doing brilliantly at the minute. I'm aware of the pressures of being in lockdown and working from home and doing homeschooling. Oh my goodness, the pressures there are absolutely immense. Here's what I want to say to you, and I do come from a perfect world of blue sky thinking. If your children's emotions are suffering because of homeschooling or because of the pressures of homeschooling, and I would say this to any director of any consortium anywhere, then pull back on the homeschooling and focus on their emotions, because their emotions are lifelong. Whether they learn geography or algebra doesn't matter one way or another. Their emotions are the one thing that is really going to affect them moving forward. So if things are getting tense and if things are getting difficult and it's because there's all of this pressure here with the homeschooling, then draw back from it. Draw back and spend some time with them. Draw back and do, I don't know, do a spidergram on how they're feeling and teach them how to regulate their emotions. To be able to teach them how we regulate their emotions or how they regulate their emotions, we have to regulate ours firstly. I've just shared on all of my 3 channels, so Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, the what's it called? Resilience battery, the resilience battery that I developed. Take a look at that. With the resilience battery, for us to be able to regulate and teach our children regulations, our resilience has to be on point. So everything that we teach our young people comes from us, comes from here, okay? And I know, again, that's difficult because it feels like we're piling on the pressure, but remove some of the pressure from the homeschool. I'm not saying don't homeschool. I would never say that. It's really important, but remove some of the pressure because it's more important that we are there for them emotionally. The other way that we teach them regulation is to keep them safe and keep them warm, and touches and hugs and words like it's okay, everything's fine, everything's fine. But remember that they are watching us all the time in terms of our own stresses and anxieties around the current situation or just in life. So they learn from that. They learn directly in a very, very unconscious way. We would never intentionally teach our children unhealthy habits, but it does happen. So deep breathing, teach them how to talk about their emotions. But for us to be able to teach them about talking about their emotions, we have to be able to talk about ours first. Okay. Action for happiness. We are in a new month. We are in the 2nd of February. So welcome to February. The Action for Happiness calendar is a little snippet each day that gives you just something to aim for. Today was ask a friend how are they feeling today. Love that. Really simple. Just ask a friend, how are you feeling today? How are you doing? Yesterday's, I wanted to talk about yesterday as well. Yesterday said send a message to someone and tell them how much you mean to them. And I thought that was really powerful as well. So you could try both of those today. Ask a friend how they're feeling and then send a message to someone and tell them how much they mean to you. Maybe you could combine those two and do them in one. I'm going to go because I've talked for long enough and I've got an appointment in 5 minutes. Oh my goodness, 5 minutes. I'll be back tomorrow at 8:15. I will do my damnedest to be on time tomorrow. I'm sorry I was late today. 8:15, we're going to do another theme around Children's Mental Health Week. Maybe tomorrow we'll look at self-esteem or express yourself, or maybe you could give me something that you want for me to cover. Okay, have a wonderful day. I'm sorry it's raining, but it's just rain, it's just wet, and it waters the grass. All right, you take care. Peace and love to everybody. Bye bye.